Ever wondered what goes into a Warhammer 40,000 podcast? Join us and we talk about what we actually cut from our first 10 episodes. Hello and welcome to the Lords Discordant podcast. I am Shane, the Lord of Death, and with me tonight is Ragnaros, the Lord of Fenris.
Bonjour.
How are we? How are we doing?
I am absolutely lickety split, mate. How are you?
Lickety split. I'm good, thank you. Yeah, it's been a good week.
Oh, good.
It's been a very interesting week. Anything exciting? Any hobby updates for us at the moment?
Oh, I have just built my third 10-man squad of Grey Hunters. Getting ready for 11th edition. And I'm currently painting a resin Primarch. But more on that another time.
Yeah, we'll have to find out more about that. At the time of recording, I think the suggestion, the leak has been that we are just over a month away from the release of 11th edition, 20th of June, I'm led to believe.
Yeah. From what the leaks have been, it's 6th for the pre-order, 20th for the actual release day.
It's coming soon. It's on its way.
Yeah, I'll be taking some time off for that, I think.
Well, it's a really good place to kind of start for us as well. We've launched this under the guise or under the knowledge that 11th edition is on its way, and we're going to be sort of hitting the stride. Obviously, we are only. It's weird because this is officially our 10th episode.
Yeah, officially.
but actually, it's like the 14th.
14th.
I think so. If I remember rightly, I think there's another 4 that have been binned and destroyed and demolished. And
oh yeah. I remember the Lost episode, which was originally episode 2.
Yes.
Yeah, but I don't
there were 2 versions of that. There was one which we had to bin partway through anyway, but the Lost episode, which may well come out of archive at some point. I can't remember if we said it on a recording, but I think we kind of circled around like maybe 100 episodes or so. We'll just unleash the madness that was the Lost episode.
God, I hope not. I hate that thing so much. That was horrible.
And again, I mean, we had the first episode, right? I really enjoyed it. I really enjoyed making it. I love the premise. I gave yourself and the other 2 lords, Simon and James, the really kind of vague hot take. Give me a hot take.
Yeah. That was the beginning of my battle against Fights First, I think.
One that's a good every game and every episode since. So yeah, I think that was my favourite. Have you got a favourite episode? I feel like I'm talking about myself a lot in a minute.
No, it's fine. Carry on. See if I can. Favorite episode.
I'm in the podcast too.
I'm also the host. So favorite episode. I quite liked our ranking episode about the 11th box.
Yeah.
But I think the one when we were all sort of picking and choosing what we think the next army's going to be. I kind of enjoyed that.
Oh, that's a good shout. Yes.
Yeah, I think I enjoyed that because 1, that was my idea, and 2, that's also what the Lost episode was about. So
yeah, it was for the final version of what had been binned.
Yeah, the whatever was left of that, they went out. All the screaming and stuff, but yeah,
whatever could be salvaged.
Oh god, yeah, fucking absolute car wreck.
It's the dreadnought of the podcast episodes. Yeah, it's literally whatever was left, stuffed into a box.
Yeah.
Oh dear. I mean, and again, we are only 10 episodes in, but I mean, I think we've had some absolute corkers. I won't lie. I mean, I think the mental health one that we did with Adam was absolutely fantastic, and the feedback that we've had, and I'm pretty sure we've mentioned this. I won't wax lyrical about it, but the feedback that we've had has just been fantastic, and it's amazing how closely intertwined into people's mental health that was. So I know it was early on. I know the audience was kind of limited to that, but I really, really enjoyed making that one.
Yeah, yeah. No, that one meant a lot. Like I was heartbroken in that episode because I didn't have a voice. My voice
Yeah.
was completely destroyed in that episode, and I had so many things I wanted to say, and like and things like that, because Adam had so many good points, and
Yeah.
like like you said, he hit home with a lot of bits, and like in this kind of hobby, like that's there's a lot of people in this hobby that are into this hobby because of like they have like mental health stuff, and they've all got similar stories and unique stories, and yeah, no, that episode really hit home, and like you said as well, like the amount of messages I had
Yeah.
from after that aired about I had people messaging me being like, "Oh mate, I just listened to the new episode. I had a similar experience. I had this like, oh, thank you for like sort of
Yeah.
using your platform to voice these sort of things and stuff." And I was like, "Oh man, like it was a good episode. Like, I didn't do much because I couldn't talk, but yeah, no, no, that was great. I did really enjoy that one."
And again, it's not the only one we'll ever do. I'm sure we will talk about it again. In fact, I hope we talk about it again. I think we're just the other side of the week of the Mental Health Awareness Week. So if we get our lives together and we can plan things in calendars and stuff, we might be able to do something a bit more poignant. And there are absolutely loads of sort of fundraisers or campaigns or awareness campaigns and things about mental health, and especially with the hobby. We're not the only sort of pariahs to this. There are plenty of content creators who are banging the drum. We haven't got the biggest drum by any means or any standards, but we can join in and we can help promote that message. And again, the people that we know, the people that we come to know through the podcast, if we can help their voices, I think we're in a really good place.
Yeah, definitely, mate.
So we've had some good fun on these, and they've all been wicked. Again, we've been fortunate. We've got the lords and the guests and how they're coming across. I mentioned Adam, I mentioned Chris. The next sort of episodes we've got planned, we have got some more special guests in the pipeline. So hopefully we're going to have a really good time with some of those.
There's one I'm definitely looking forward to.
Is it that one? Well, if it's the one I think it is, there might be a little shout at the end. So if you're still listening, stay tuned to the end. You won't want to miss that because it will be. Oh God, that sounded really YouTubey, didn't it? Ugh.
Nerd.
Oh God, like and subscribe. Hit the notification bell.
If you don't want to miss the next episode, you must press this button.
Oh yeah. You don't want all your dice rolls to be ones. You better. No, I can't.
Don't do it.
That for me, I get why some people do it. I'm going to go on a tangent now. I get why some people, and it's a massive thing, and it is so memey as well. But, and I'll ask you this question in a second.
Okay.
I don't feel like that's where our podcast is going to be, or that's where we want to go.
What do you mean?
In terms of the real like sort of clickbait, I hate everything, or you don't want to miss this, and top level tournament players hate this one trick, and all these really sort of just churned out types of videos.
Games Workshop kicked my dog. Yeah, no.
Charge me £500 for the privilege, that kind of stuff.
Yeah, like you don't want to miss these 5 things to win your next tournament.
Yeah, and like bring dice.
Bring your dice. Bring your tape measure. Yeah.
Bring your models.
Yeah.
Wait. Oh, no.
Wait till the end of the episode. It's like, make sure you bring your army.
Oh God.
Yeah, no, I know what you mean. Yeah, no, we're not there yet, but like, yeah, again, you don't want to be that guy, do you? Because they said the amount of YouTube channels I used to follow, and then it just got to a point where I was like, hold on, I don't think this guy likes Warhammer. Because every episode he's just moaning about it, and he's complaining, and he's like, oh, this massive multi-billion company has done something wrong, and you're like, yeah, like all the others, mate. I'm like, who cares?
I mean, and generally they are, I did my time for them, and being in the trenches with them. And actually, they're pretty good to work for. Don't get me wrong, you've got to sing from the company handbook, and sort of promote, and you can't have any of that kind of negativity. But it is quite well rewarded. And again, you see them come down with a ban hammer on. I know, like last episode, we mentioned things like Astartes, but the content creators that have done all this stuff beforehand,
yeah,
they come down on that, but they're still protecting a property. In the same way that Walt Disney do, in the same way that Microsoft, everyone who has an intellectual property is protecting it.
Yeah, and the other thing is that like 11th edition looks like, because they got rid of the primary like circles, they're changing the app to actually like score your game in, and to see like other people's armies, and they're currently now selling their own printed terrain.
Yeah,
like they've basically gone, right, in 10th edition, what were we not making money on, and everyone else is, which we probably can't ban them for doing. Right, let's just make our own. So like all the power to them, because it's their company, it's their game. The only reason I think Chris has mentioned this before, guest we had on before. The only reason that these apps and other all these other shops and all these other like different like creators, they're only doing it because Warhammer haven't.
Yeah, there's a gap in the market.
Yeah, so get on it and then done.
Yeah,
it's like, yeah. So no, I see what you mean, but I can't. I just
But that style of video and that style of content, it isn't for me. I'm a grown up. My general sort of watching is, whilst I'm washing up, or I might be cooking tea, and I'm normally doing something, and I can have the videos on and stuff. But I don't have the time or inclination for all the negativity. So generally, it's either updates and rules and things that are coming out from, say, like Auspex. Some of the battle reports, again, depending on who they are, some of them take way too long. Generally they are quite fun. And again, shout out to TCA 40K. Those battle reports and the lives that they do on a Saturday. He's kind of my main engagement time.
Yeah, those live streams, they've had some amazing guests.
But some phenomenal guests.
Like, genuinely, like, I saw like some of the guests they've had on. I think one of them was on there twice. Bright red hair, and just wow, amazing players. I'd watch that. I watch it every night.
And I tell you what, if you wait to the end of the episode, you'll get some sneak peeks as to who's on next. So. Oh God!
Yeah.
I mean, the other side to that, and I'm going to play devil's advocate a little bit, is, and this is kind of the whole point of this video, is there is quite a lot that goes into making these.
Yes, it is. Yes, there is. Shall I say?
How has it surprised you how much time, effort, energy it takes to do this?
Yes. I originally, it was like, we just sit down, have a chat, and then that's it. You just upload it straight to YouTube. I was like, well, I don't understand why it's so hard.
Yeah.
I say everyone should do it. Everyone does do it, but like,
that's fair.
Yeah. But like, I was like, it'd be easy, mate. It's not that hard. I don't understand it. And then, after, I think it was episode 2, when you were like, do you want to have a quick go at some of the editing? I was like, oh, I can give that a go. Yeah, and then I became quite obsessed with it, and then that was it's not a nightmare. I actually really enjoy editing. But my God, like, I think it's like around episode 4 to 7 was taking me all week, like every night for a week, just editing like 1 hour video. And oh man, the amount of stuff you got to do. I was shocked.
And we're pretty lucky, the system and the recording software that we're using and stuff. Generally, a lot of it is all put in together, but neither of us are experts. We have spoken to experts, and they've got all the different systems and microphones and devices and stuff in place. They know how it all works. We are kind of fumbling in the dark with it a little bit. yeah, I mean, those first couple of episodes, it was me kind of slamming my head against the wall trying to make it work. And credit to you, and this isn't a sort of an episode of brown nosing, but you
Carry
put an
on.
awful lot of time and effort, and I do like, I love where we are with the videos and the look of it now. Obviously, the podcast itself, it probably hasn't been much of a change. Hopefully, the audio quality's got a bit better. But I think, yeah, the videos and the actual visual interaction that we're doing now, which is 90% you, to be fair, I think really comes across quite nicely.
Yeah, well, so like from my plan was when I started doing the edit, like I took over as editor, head editor, I think my title was.
Chief editor, yeah.
That's it, chief editor. My plan was is when I first started it and I did the first like the first episode that I edited, I went, I think I could do better next time. And then that was kind of my goal. And I was like, I'm hoping people like go to the first episode and they go, oh man, the audio quality sucked. Like, there wasn't much going on the screen sort of thing.
Right. Jesus.
It's terrible. No, I've gone through like 3 mics, I think, at this point. Yeah, no, well, like I said, I've gone through like 3 mics. I've changed the setup like multiple times. I've had to like add so many different like systems to my computer to try and like have a better go at it. And then every episode I'm like, right, okay, this time I'm gonna like add animations, and then next time I'm gonna like I got a commission artist to like redo our avatars to like look like us, kind of thing. And I thought that'd be really cool, and then I was like, right, next one I'm having images up about what we're talking about, so people, because like some of the people that actually do watch our videos, like family members sometimes, they're like, oh, I love the video, I don't have a clue what you're talking about.
Yeah.
And I was like, the thing is that because how long we've been in the hobby and how much we're invested in the hobby, I kind of forget that when we just start going off on one, people have no clue what we're talking about. So like,
it's just noise, a lot of words put together.
Yeah, it's like when people talk about football and like my brain just goes. But like, yeah, so I was like, right, I'll do that. And like my plan was by episode 10, which is this one, I'm not gonna lie, when I edit this one, I'm gonna make it a lot easier for me. I'm probably just gonna put big pictures all over the back because there's no way I can get images for everything we're talking about.
Oh God, no. No,
this is gonna be an easy one. I'll fly this in an evening. But like, I wanted by episode 10, I wanted to go, right, I want the audio done, I want the images looking good, I want the animation sorted, I want the music levels done properly, I want the images to be good and big enough and good quality so people can see what we're talking about. They're relevant. And then recently, I think it was our last episode, we were like, we want to cut the time down a bit because, like I said, the last episode was the last episode, the episode before when we started doing the 11th box.
Well, it was the episode before, so it was episode 8.
Yeah,
where we went through the box.
Yeah, so episode 8 was quite special because we were, we just got the unboxing and we wanted to like go through every single model because, like, they are really cool. Apart from being painted red, but so like so that was a big one. But like I'd never found time to watch our own video after, and I was like, if I don't have time to watch our own video, how are other people going to do it? So like, let's cut this down a bit and stuff. But yeah, no, I'm hoping people that have watched this from the beginning can see the changes because, like you said, we didn't sit down and plan this for months. We just went, oh, do you want to start a podcast on Monday? Yeah, all right, mate. Yeah, cool.
Who's free? What are we doing? What's going on?
Yeah, so like, people have like started watching us from the beginning. They can like, I'm hoping they can see the progression each episode. They're like, oh, this is better, and like, and when we get to a quality where we're all like, this is great, then we just carry on, just like hopefully carry on like that sort of thing. But the main thing is editing might look like a big deal. And getting the videos and the sound and making sure we don't sound too much like idiots. But it's not the most work that goes into it. So I'm happy to say, like, I'm happy to edit these videos, but like I don't do half the amount of work that you do. So why don't I shut up for a minute and you give me a quick rundown of what you get up to? Because I bet hold on, what have I got? I bet this wolf model in front of me, the little hunting wolf from the scout party, that I will not know one of them.
What?
I reckon, out of all the things you do, I reckon one of them I won't know. And it'll be a surprise to me as well.
Okay.
And I'm betting you a wolf model, which you don't want.
Right, I see. You're right. I thought you meant the wolf wouldn't know, and I've just got really confused. Oh dear. Okay, I might do that, and then I can put in with my blood. It doesn't really upset you. I could give him wings.
I will burn your entire army.
Oh, I've got my old sanguinary guard. I could give you a wolf wings. Right, okay. Pressure's on.
I've got my old sanguinary guard.
I don't get them on my new one. What do I do? Well, okay.
Bugger all.
We have, and this isn't new to everyone. Well, this isn't new to us, sorry, but we have discussed this, and we kind of already disagree a little bit about what we do and the work that goes into it. I mean, editing is a major part because it's the final product. The background stuff that I do is things like trying to plan the episodes, trying to think of what's coming up. Trying to take some of the feedback again that we do get from people. It's amazing how many people want to have a voice, which is the other kind of thing with this podcast as well, is people come up with a topic or people come up with a suggestion. Again, going back to the mental health episode, that was actually suggested to us. I was like, that's a brilliant idea. So kind of trying to wrangle that a little bit. We all do it, to be fair, and the other two lords, who are still here, they're kind of not as free as us is probably the best way of explaining it. Again, they get the input and we have the conversations with those guys as well. But it is mostly, for the most part, it is a two-man operation. It's one man, one wolf.
There it is.
But yeah, I had to get the dig in somewhere. But yes, so sort of planning the episodes, and then in terms of the planning, then I try and get the sort of descriptions up to speed with all that wonderful keyword SEO clever stuff that I know the words for, I just don't know what it means. So that we do come up on the searches. Things like trying to make the website landing page so that again our name starts to become a bit more. We have very tough. I mean, I suppose it was my fault, really. I did tactically choose the name of a Games Workshop model.
Yeah, that's caused an issue, and not an issue, but that's a few times we'll be like, oh yeah, just search if you want to watch it, just search this, and they go, there's a guy on a really weird looking spider, and I'm like, oh, ignore him.
Don't listen to him. Listen to us. So yeah, I mean that's not, but again, it's going, and as we build more traction. Pardon me. As we build more traction, these things are going to come, and we are going to come sort of ahead of it. And I like it. There's been the odd occasion where we've agreed. For the most part, we generally disagree with one another in a good way. No,
thank you. Sorry.
We are most certainly not in accordance. We are definitely in discord, which I think works really well. So. In terms of just the amount of stuff that's to be done, as I said, there's the descriptions, there's the episode planning. We try and do that. Trying to prep all the background stuff as and when we ever need it. So things like all the acknowledgements whenever we pick stuff up. Trying to do some of the legal stuff, making sure, obviously, now that we use the pictures and we're using the intellectual property from other organisations, we are putting all that fair use policy on. Just to try and reduce the likelihood of us getting a little bit of a kick in for it.
Actually. So that's exactly what I'm getting at. I kind of went off on one, and I was like, I'm just going to start slapping images on this video. And I didn't even question. I was like, well, I did a little bit, but I didn't really question where I was getting these images from and how I was like what they were. And I was like, oh man, I'm kind of like concerned because obviously when you upload a video to YouTube.
Yeah,
it'll be like, oh, you can't use this music, you can't use this image, all that stuff. And I was like, what do I do? What do I do? And then you like, I think it was like an hour later, you just sent me this massive written document. He goes, don't worry, I've sorted it. And I was like, okay, well, that's that issue over with. I was like, let's carry on.
How well that will stand up, I don't know, but at least we've kind of done something. Because again, we've got no intention of taking the the hard work of other people off them. That's not the point of what we're doing. What we're doing here is chatting about something that we enjoy and we really like. And trying to spread it out to people as well. So things like the Instagram account that we've got, TikTok, which has only just started, trying to remember to do more of that. There is quite a lot that goes into those kind of evenings and weekends, and because of the recording periods, so we generally record on a Monday. Because of how long it was taking to do the editing and to do everything else, we release on a Sunday morning. Seems to be working okay. I've got no issues with changing the date that it's released if we need to, but
yeah, no, I kind of like Sunday mornings. It's I don't mind it. I think Sunday morning is quite nice, but I know a few people like to wait till Monday morning when they're driving to work and then they chuck it on. But if you do it Monday morning, then they could miss it. So having a Sunday morning preparing for it,
or something, at least they've got it on Sunday ready to go and load up on a Monday. And it's nice that we've kind of, again, it's mostly people that we know, but we've started to become part of people's routines, which I think is quite nice. So yeah, if you are driving, listening to us now, then appreciate it and thank you very much. But yeah,
hi Geraint. Sorry.
Oh, I'm on the radio. No, there is quite a lot to it. And again, I mean, we do a fraction of the work that the other places do or other creators do. And yeah, I didn't fully appreciate just how much work goes into it. And I'm not going to say little reward because, like I've said already, the fact that we do it, we have a laugh. We have a great time doing this, even an episode like this where we're not really talking about something specific to the hobby. It's still a great chat.
Yeah. It's like, well, because to be fair, this all started because of you, and
that's true, actually. Yeah.
So I regret saying that already, but yeah, like the original plan was like, it sounded like a bunch of lads around the bar after a game. After a gaming sesh, and just waffling about like the game and the lore and all this kind of other stuff. So like I said, even if this isn't like thousands of views of video, and it's not getting like shared all over Facebook and stuff like that. For me, it just means that I one night a week I get to sit down with a beer and just have a chat, and that's more than I was doing before we started filming. So that's great, and I love it.
And it's, for me, again, we get to talk about the thing that we enjoy, the thing that we like, and I've always said, we collectively, we've always maintained it's that kind of, that chat after a club night or chat in the pub kind of style conversation. There is so much negativity in general, let alone with Warhammer, as we spoke about earlier, that you've had the end of a game night, whether you've won, whether you lost, doesn't matter. You've had a wicked game, whether it's someone that you know, someone that you don't, whether you're preparing for a tournament, whether you're playing, whatever type of game you've had, whatever type of hobby session that you've had, you're at the end of it now, your army's packed away, maybe it's in the car, maybe it's, somewhere safe, and you're having a drink, and you go, oh, do you remember turn 3 when this, yes, I remember, oh, that your dice roll. And it's that, it's still taking from that energy. And you always get people that are negative in that environment. Well, if I hadn't have rolled, 5 1s in a row, then I might have won the game. Well, yeah, okay, fine.
I feel like you're quoting someone from a different podcast.
No.
Damn my dice.
gosh darn my bad dice. No, but again, that happened, and it can be quite hard to stay positive, and I get that, and that's why I think it is really important. You essentially you have that debrief at the end, you have that moment in time at the end, because as awful as my dice have been on occasions, and they have been awful, you hear then from someone else how bad their situation was, and then you go, actually, maybe mine weren't that bad. Because it's so personal, because it's so reflective on you. So I think it really is important to have that time and have that chat. But But again, it's it's about having that positivity. We don't want to be just another set of creators that are just complaining about stuff all the time, because there's so much good in this hobby. I mean, like the pair of us, I think, could sit here for another half an hour and just quote positive influences that we have, or sorry, that people have on us from the hobby.
And I personally could sit here for another half an hour and just moan. So
yeah, true. Yeah,
yeah. So if that is what you're after, and you are interested in hearing a grown man moan about a game, then join us and make sure you comment. Because I have many different words you've never heard before about Fights First and Blood Angels. I know it all, and I will say it all.
Welcome to Ross's vocabulary lesson.
Yeah.
On that, and this is kind of an open-ended one, and maybe this is something we should discuss off air before, but I'm going to throw it live at you now.
Oh, go for it.
Do you think we'd ever go sort of not subscriber only, but like
maybe like members only?
Yeah,
paywall.
Like money. That's it. Paywall. That's the word I wanted.
Paywall. No. That's the end of my answer. Okay, next. No. I don't. I obviously, when you do something like this, it's the same. It's the same for me when I go to a tournament, right? I go to a tournament and I tell myself the entire time, I'm only there to have fun. I'm curious where I get to. I'm not there to win. And then the second you get on site, you go, oh man, I really want to win this.
I'm locked in.
Yeah, like, oh man, I've really got to win this. Like, I got to be first. But like, It's like when you make a YouTube channel and a podcast and and it's Instagram for me. Obviously, like my Instagram account is a big thing like this. Is you sit there and you go, I'm doing it for fun, like all this other stuff. But wouldn't it be nice if this did go further? Wouldn't it be nice if like this was like another income kind of thing? So like I don't like the whole forcing. If you want to see all this content and you want extra stuff, like you got to pay for it, mate. No, I'm not massively into that. That's not my thing. Because to be honest, I wouldn't know what to give you. To be honest, it's I wouldn't know like, oh right, well thanks for paying to be here. I've got nothing else to talk about, so gutted. But no, things like that. No, not really. But like, someone did ask us the other day if we had a Patreon, and Patreon's a little bit different.
Yeah,
because Patreon is they want to support the channel and support us and things like that. It's not like, oh yeah, if you join the Patreon, then you can see all these like special things.
Yeah, it was like an extra bit sort of in the background. I saw it, and I think you kind of engaged with that person quite nicely as well. I'm in the same boat as you. I wouldn't like to see us do that. I mean, maybe potentially. I mean, I did think in the past, do we do one that we can just take the brakes off and go a bit wet and wild with the swearing and those kind of things.
Yeah, see, I'd still like to do that.
It might just be a good way of making sure it is age appropriate. But you see, prior to doing this, I've always been a bit like, oh, I'm not a fan of like the payments. I'm not a fan of like the membership stuff. I'm not. That's just, it's a bit too much for me. I mean, I don't like parting with money at the best of times, and I play Warhammer, but I'm not kind of a fan of that. And I think since doing this, since putting the amount of work in that we have just to be where we are now, so 10 episodes in, it's not like we've been doing this for years. I think I've got a better appreciation of people who do have sort of chargeable or some that do, some that don't, or memberships and all these kind of things. Because actually, that one is that financial stream, which for some people is either a major part or the only part of the revenue stream that they've got. I'm quite fortunate. I've got a great job that I love doing. Same as yourself. We look
not the same.
No,
I have a job. I don't love doing it. Thank you very much.
Sorry to try and speak for you. You have a job.
Yeah.
I have a job that I love doing.
Yeah, we have a main income, so we're not sat here every night being like we need to get
so many
we need to
subscribers
get what's new. We need to like constantly have an opinion on like stuff, and
yeah.
need to constantly tell people to like, subscribe, and join the Patreon and join the members.
Yeah.
But again, just to quickly jump in here, there are YouTube channels that do have that, and they deserve to have that because they actually give you a reason for it.
Yeah, and put a hell of a lot of effort and time into it, and
yeah,
you know, we were quite fortunate that we have already mentioned them, but the GTA 40K, the guys at the arena, where they recorded like a full battle report for us.
Yeah,
and was it just before or just afterwards?
It was, well, before or after what?
We had a conversation with Jake, and it was either before the filming or afterwards, where it was like, right, now the real work begins. Like, what do you mean? It's like, you guys have just played for 3 hours.
Oh yeah, it was after. Yeah, because
spend 10 times that editing.
Yeah, because we were just like, can we just like rent the studio and just like film ourselves just having a game, because that just seems like pretty cool. And then it got to the end of it, and it was like, it was the amount of work I have to do before this goes out. Like, this might not be out for like another month, and I was like, a month? I was like, you just filmed it. What are you got to do? But
I think that was one of the first glimpses behind the curtain in terms of just how much work is involved.
Yeah. No, like I said, when you start doing something, you kind of go, "Oh, I get it now."
Yeah.
This is okay. Yeah. No wonder like some channels do it monthly.
Well, this is it. Yeah. Or certain parts that they do that's free to kind of get you in, and other parts that they don't as well. I mean, I will sort of mention, I'm trying not to shout out too many people, but Opinionated 40K, which is a podcast from the other founding member of LXT, which is Matteo, who I've known for many a year. Again, there's so much effort, there's so much time, there's so much passion that goes into his podcast, but into a lot of these kind of things that we watch and we interact with as an additional part of our hobby. That I think, it really is a kind of, it's a project, it's a labour of love. It's a real sort of passion project that we do, and being able to do it, and I'm quite grateful for it, to be able to do it with yourself as well. To be able to, even if it's a couple of people that listen to this, if it's 1,000, if it's 1,000,000, amazing, great, wonderful, just to be a slightly bigger part in the hobby than I would be normally. Whether that's payable or not, fine. Whether we get something from it or not, fine. Whether we, as we said last episode, whether we are at some point sponsored by Rage Shadow Legends, God, I hope.
Yeah. No,
easy.
Yeah, no, I think it's
that cereal one that
the gluten-free one.
I don't know, cereal, for God's sake.
All I'm thinking about is Rice Krispies and how gutted I am they're not a thing anymore.
Sponsored by Guinness. I very much doubt they would sponsor me. I don't mind being sponsored by Guinness. That's fine.
That's a you thing. I'm not touching that stuff.
Puts hairs on your chest. Oh, Yorkshire tea. Yorkshire tea I'll take a sponsorship for. Again, fine. Great. No worries at all.
Oh, yeah. Hello. Welcome to the Lord's Discordant. I got my Yorkshire tea. Yeah, that was great.
Did you went brummy after a while?
Yeah, I told you. I can't do a northern accent, otherwise I'd be doing it constantly.
That wasn't bad.
I need to watch more Game of Thrones.
Or Sharp, yeah.
Yeah, or Sharp, or anything else that he's in.
Or just anything, but yeah.
Yeah, anything with Sean Bond. Like, chuck that on.
Don't walk into Mordor.
Hello, James Bond. It's me, Trevelyan. Yeah, okay. I'm going to stop now.
Yeah, that'll do. Because it will be. Oh, look, it's an hour. What happened in about 20 minutes? They were just doing crap Yorkshire accent. I want to be from Yorkshire. Oops. But yeah, it's been a real learning curve. It's been a real experience doing this podcast and doing it with yourself and I say James and Simon and everyone that we have had on so far. I'm looking forward to the next 10, 20, 50,000 episodes, whatever it is that we might be doing. Is there anything that you'd like to see us do or cover? you're willing to say now?
Yeah. I am dying for us to do a live stream.
Right, well, that's that one out the window then. Let's not do that ever. Yep.
Okay, cool. Go for yourself. So yeah, no, I'd love this. I'd love us to do a live stream just to see what it's like, because like it's great going. Oh, we had a question in from this guy, and this guy gave us an idea for like an episode thing. It'd be nice for us to sit there and be like, oh, this people are literally talking to us right now. What did this guy just say? Yeah. Oh, ban. Yeah, no, I'd love to do a live stream. I'd love to do an actual episode where we're like sat in front of the cameras, even if it's just the one, because obviously it's not that easy for us, which is why we kind of do it the way we do it.
Yeah.
But I would love to maybe just have one episode in front of the cameras, just as like have a different way of doing it, even if it's just one episode, like a special episode or something.
Would be cool. It'd be really good.
Yeah, and like there's loads of other little things I'd love to try out, but nothing. I don't want to give away any future episodes, so I'll.
Now that we've got a bit of a plan, it'd be.
Yes. I'll keep that one to my chest, I think. I don't know where these accents are coming from. I don't even know where they're from.
Oh, we've got our first YouTube ban. Excellent. Wonderful. That's what we want. Blatant racism. I'm
trying to keep them to UK accents.
Oh, no, I'll find out. Yeah. Maybe stick with that.
Yeah.
As you said, we have got some stuff planned, and we've got some ideas for the future. There's loads of guests that we want to bring on. There's absolutely loads of people. We want to kind of strike a bit of a balance of it. Otherwise, it is the Lord Discordance and guests all the time.
Yeah, you don't want it turning into like a guest show, and like obviously, I'd love having the guests in, because we've had some great guests, and we've got a lovely pool of people that have opinions and different experiences, which we'd love to have on here.
Yeah,
but we got to sort of like spread it out a little bit.
Because I could do it now. We could do a Graham Norton style show where we chat for a bit. We bring out a guest. We talk about stuff. We bring someone else in. We talk about. It would just be. It'd be amazing. It'd be so cool.
Yeah, you kind of remind me of Graham Norton.
Oh, thanks. Appreciate that. Is it because I'm classy and suave and very well put together?
That's what I was about to say. Yeah.
Good. Excellent. There we go.
word for word.
Oh, perfect. There we are. It's like I read it off the message you just sent me.
I thought it was a nude.
Oh, it might have been. Yeah.
I'll send it again later, just in case.
I thought you said you'll sound it again later. Oh no, it's all come wrong. And I don't know if this will make it to edit. And if it does, and this is in the final production, this is, I'll be honest with you, a fraction of what we do normally, because we are trying to be slightly more encompassing in our audience. The 15 people at the club that listen to us, fine. These guys get this on a daily basis in the chats that we talk on.
I'm nothing but lovely on the chats. And people that know me in real life, they'd like, wow, what a nice guy. He's always full of positivity. He doesn't wind anyone up. So
I think you have made a difference in the chat, I'll be honest with you.
A good one? I don't think so.
Oh, that's made spelled M-A-I-D. That's not.
Oh, yeah.
You're welcome. There you go.
I looked so good as well.
What I will say is, the next episode, because we might as well spoil it because it's on its way. It's going to be coming out. So the next episode, I have prepared a little quiz.
Ooh.
Type thing for the Lords Discordant. So hopefully nothing goes wrong, and it will be the full host of Lords in attendance for the next episode, which will be out the week after this one. Going to be interesting. Should be a bit of a laugh, and again, it's the kind of level of content that we want to make. So yeah, hopefully, if you have subscribed, and you have liked, and you have commented, and
he's doing it. He's doing it.
I'm shilling.
I'll never shill.
30 minutes later.
Yeah. Please like and subscribe and join the Patreon.
Yeah. again, we ask people to interact because it gives us a good benchmark of where we're at and what we're doing. I think short of a court order, I don't actually think we're going to stop doing this, to be brutally honest with you.
Yeah, and I would like some more comments, please, everyone listening to this, because the amount of opinions I have, which I'm probably not allowed to have on this recording, I'm more than happy to start yelling them at you in the comments. So, anything I say that you disagree with, fight me. So go for it.
I thought you were going to say anything you say can and will be used as evidence.
No, I'll just beat the hell out of them in the comments.
That's fair. That's fair. Yeah. But again, as always, if you enjoy what you're doing, please like and subscribe. It's always great. It's always great recording these things. Ragnaros, thank you very much for this evening, or for this episode. That is the end. That is the end of this episode. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in and for listening. Thanks to my co-host, the chief editor, Ragnaros.
That's me, Toodaloo.
And from the producer, the Lord of Death, the all-around dog's body and absolute champion, it is me, Shane, the Lord of Death. Thanks very much.